Yo, what's up? I ended up dodging too much on my Mr. G Wood account, and I ended up having a 12-hour wait queue. So I said, "Fuck it, I'll just get on another account." And I was just testing out Maokai because I was like, I need to get better at him, and I ended up going against Darius like a lot. And as you can see here, I ended up doing pretty well. Um, so yeah, I wanted to help guide other Maokai uh, players and show them how it's done versus a Darius. So yeah, let's look at it. The Maokai versus Darius. I actually think this matchup like isn't as hard as what people would think it is. Don't get me wrong, like Darius is gonna beat your ass in all lanes and all that stuff, but that's why we have phase rush, right? I think phase rush is the way to go for a lot of these bruiser matchups because I mean I think our damage is good, but it's nothing like super crazy, right? We're not doing the same damage that Ornn does. I think anyone that has played League and has seen what Ornn and Maokai and they compared them. Ornn's damage is so crazy. Like Ornn has as much damage as a bruiser, and and he's as tanky, or if not even tankier than Maokai, right? The only thing that Maokai has over Ornn is he's got he's got more sustain, right? And don't get me wrong, sustain is good, but Jesus Christ, bro, our damage is nowhere near in Ornn's in my opinion. I've gone against another Ornn, I'm like, dude, I'm getting my ass beat by an Ornn, bro. But yeah, so let's see how this matchup goes. Um, so Darius actually went very aggressive. Usually Darius would always go D shield, but he went a Dorn's blade, so that's how you know he's very aggressive, right? Very aggressive buy. It's actually a smart buy. Actually, if I was playing Darius all the time, I would also buy Dorn's blade. So I'm a little bit thirsty. I drink some water. Agua. So I always make sure I put a ward in that bush because I don't want to get cheesed. Because generally a lot of Darius will just sit there and they'll start W and they'll just, you know what I mean? So yeah, so we're just chilling here. I got hit by the Q. Very bad for me. The trade actually would have been more even there, but he had bone plating. So yeah. But the nice thing is because we have D shield, which is the best starting item when you're versus something like a Darius because it's just his bleed is gonna make you heal more damage over time. So you're gonna have very good value with your um, Dorn shield. So yeah, you just have to play back, obviously, because I mean you're not that strong early. You know you're pretty weak early as Maokai, right? I mean I think everyone understands that. A level one Maokai is nothing scary. You know what I mean? But a level one Darius is scary. You know what I mean? So you just play, sit back. Um, level two, level three. You know what I mean? Make sure you set up good. If you want to fight Darius, you gotta make sure you set up. The fights are gonna be close, but you want to make sure you set up. You want to make sure you set up good saplings so that they can also help you with the damage. Uh, and also you want to make sure you always use your W for for Darius's Q, so you never get hit by it if you can. This is a good gank for my jungler. Generally, Darius will be shoving in, so you can definitely look for your junglers to gank and stuff like that. This is a really nice play here. So really nice. So we're gonna back here because I wanted to slow push and I was just gonna TP. I think that's yikes. That's originally what I wanted to do. But I think I was like I don't want to waste my TP. Yeah. I don't think this is a good play at all. But I was just like fuck it. If he's gonna fight me, I think I should have enough leeway to really you know what I mean? Because I'm building up a wave, so I should be fine. So that's what that I think that was my thought process in this situation. I'm like, okay, there's no way Jay's gonna fight me in this big ass wave, right? So yeah. Oh, and one thing that's important to know is I actually think Sunfire is probably better versus Darius. Like if you're trying to fight Darius, I think it's definitely better. So you see here, I kind of messed up here. I played this super bad, really really bad for me. Yeah, it was probably better for me just to back and TP. But I just don't like to waste my TP. I feel like that was a waste of a TP to do that. But yeah, and I just ended up fucking up anyways. I still gotta work on my macro a lot more. I gotta get back into League. You know what I mean? So I really need to go do more research on, you know what I mean, on this kinds of stuff. So as you can see here, we threw the sapling in the bush because we kind of want to set up just in case if he's like, because I see he's low. I'm like, maybe I could fight him. So you see how I always use my W for that. Really nice play here. Just make sure you play this a little bit slow. Darius is kind of cancer, so as you see here, play it slow. Even though I have more HP than him and he's low, it's like it's really scary because he also has Conquer. I barely dodged that. Holy shit, that was a close fight. So nicely done. A little bit too close. Darius only had boots there, but I think you can kind of get the idea of like how dangerous Darius is, even when you're doing like a like when you have like more health and stuff like that, when he's like more favored towards you. It's just because our damage isn't really there yet. You know what I mean? But regardless, good play. We got a kill, so fuck it, right? Pretty nice. Try your best to keep up with the Darius in CS2. I mean, Darius is pretty dominant lane, so you just try to, if you can, try to get CS even to his. So what I was saying earlier was I don't really like getting tier when I'm versus something like a Darius and like bruisers that are gonna like always all in me, because I always feel like you don't get to really scale against these kinds of champions, and I just feel like it's better for me to get items that are good for fighting. You know what I mean? So that's why that's why I always like to get like my Bammy Cinder and just like rush my Sunfire Cape and stuff because I want to be able to fight, and I just feel like it's important to realize the difference the times when it's okay for you to scale, so you can buy yourself a tier and start scaling with the Fimbulwinter, or when you just actually just need to fight. You know what I mean? Because something like Darius is a very aggressive laner. I feel like when you're against a very aggressive laner like a Darius, then you know it's gonna be hard if you have like a tier. You know what I mean? Like if you think about that last fight, if I had a tier instead of another ruby crystal, I would have died, right? But yeah, uh you start to see how this lane is going. We're starting to ramp up. The other thing too is Darius is like pretty easy to gank. To be honest, if you're playing something like Maokai, it should be really simple. But yeah, so you can start seeing here that we're gonna start like ramping up in these fights. It's very slow at first, obviously, because we're playing Maokai, so we're not something like a Darius that can just like fucking start fighting people at level 1. We're very, very weak level 1 compared to Darius. So you just gotta play smart, play slow. But yeah, I would say if you're not confident in the matchup, you can get the tier and just play back, I guess. But I feel like you're never gonna learn that way, like the matchup, if you just sit back and don't do anything. It's good. It's good and it's okay to test your limits against something like this, right? Like a Darius and stuff like that. It's good to know how to handle them. You know what I mean? But yeah, for in my personal opinion, for me playing Maokai so far, I feel like I like the idea of just being able to fight them and getting items that are gonna help me getting my items faster and getting items that are going to help me fight him instead of something like getting a tier in Fimbulwinter. Don't get me wrong, Fimbulwinter's good, and it's going to be really good when you get it, but it's going to be like 25 minutes in the game. You know what I mean? And I also feel like I'm forced to buy the Fimbulwinter after when let's say I need to get like healing reduction or magic resist. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you can see I'm starting to set up my saplings because I'm like just in case if he's trying to fight me, because you can tell this guy's a he's pretty aggressive at Darius. Look at this. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he's playing pretty aggressive, right? Remember that the phase rush tech is going to help you a lot when in these situations where you take like a really bad trade. That's also something to keep note of. Okay, nice. I could have flashed, I guess, but Nicely done. Really well played. But you see what I mean? Like, you see why I feel like it's important for me to get like fighting items instead of something like a tier. Don't get me wrong, man is important too, but it's like I just feel like I'd rather have the health, like the fighting stats than the mana, especially against something like that's as aggressive as a Darius. Okay, let's speed it up. I don't want to waste you guys' time. You feel me? So we got back in the lane. I'm always trying to set up. I think it's really important. Even if your saplings are weaker, it's fine. It's fine because it's just better to have. And like I said, always just try to make sure you use your W to dodge his key so he doesn't get a free heal off, right? And of course I say that and I jinx it. I jinxed it twice. I actually should have got hit by that, by the way. So I don't know what he's doing here, but you can start seeing how like how this matchup is gonna go, right? And like how to play it, I guess. I think if we look here, how much damage is this thing doing already? So it's already done 300 damage. So that's like pretty nice, right? And it's gonna get pretty nice stats. So I really like this. Once it stacks up, too, it's gonna do like a lot of damage. So that's why I really like the Sunfire Cape. I think it's really good against Darius too, especially if you go It's like it's gonna help you. You know what I mean? So yeah. And the nice part is that we're keeping up in CS with the Darius, which is very good because we're going to be way more useful than Darius, right? Hey, here we go. Let's see what we get here. So we get Ninja Tabby. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you have to really rush getting the Thornmail, but I would say you can get it as your second item if you really want to. If you feel like you're lacking mana, that you can just get a Frozen Heart. So yeah. Oh, my bad. Let's, okay.
Killing spree.
Nice. So, I mean, you can start seeing here, like, we ramped up, and it's just like Darius can't really do anything. He's too scared to do anything now, right? So now we have become dominant in the lane. Like, there's no way this guy's gonna fight me anymore. He's just way too behind. It's just not good for him. But yeah, as you can see here, like, my teammates are all doing pretty good, right? This won't happen in like, a lot of the games, but, you know, this is just to let you know about the matchup between Maokai and Darius. It's actually not as bad as what people think. Especially once you start getting your items. Like, I feel like once you get your Sunfire Cape, like, the fights are a little bit not favored towards you, but it's not as bad as what it should be. You know what I mean? So I was trying to look for the scuttle there, but the guy already took the scuttle. Darius is just too scared to walk up. So I think this is just like one of those important things to note where it's just like, you know what I mean? Play with confidence when you're playing the Maokai pick into Darius, right? Because Darius is always gonna play confident because the guy's playing Darius, right? Like they're like, how do you fuck up on Darius, right? Because no one expects the Maokai, you know, the big ass fucking tree, to beat the shit out of Darius. You know what I mean? Darius with the fucking big ass axe, the big ass two-handed lumber axe. You feel me? You would expect Darius to chop down trees, but you're the one that's mowing him down. You feel me? So yeah, we're just vibing now. There's no real reason for us to keep fighting him like the way that we were, like you know, like a bruiser would, where like a bruiser would always just want to keep fighting you. We don't have to. There's no real merit to it. I say that and then I'm fighting him, but I may just made him there for the wave, to be honest. He's not really worth any money. He's 0-4, so he's like worth jack shit. But sometimes, bro, it's important to send a message. You feel me? When you do this, you're sending a message. All right. You ain't a tree to get fucked around with. All right. You're the one that's doing the fucking. You feel me? Shit. Shit, man. So yeah, you start seeing the power of the Maokai. Chilling here, we're chilling. I don't think anything happens. I TP. Nothing really happens here. I think I wasted my TP here. I think this is just a bad pick. Like just like not a good pick. So I'm getting the Thorn Mail. Just because like they kind of. I actually thought the guy. I was actually really curious. I was like, okay, if this Kane was ganking me so much, I thought he was gonna go Red Kane because Red Kane would be dangerous, right? If you got Red Kane, if you reverse Red Kane, and then I got the Thorn Mail second, that's just like really good value. We back. Nothing really happens anymore. Or at the moment, we're just like chilling. We group for the Drake, of course. We get a good flank here. Never mind, everyone's too fucking fast. But I don't die that easily, so you know how we do it. We CC the Kane so that he can't be moving and can't do anything. We get the Drake. Get some more farm. So as you see here, now we have the most CS in the game. We're farming. I don't know why I flashed that. To be honest, it wasn't like a good... I don't think it really mattered. I don't think I would have died. I could have though. If Kane was... I guess I could have. But still. So we're just farming some. Yeah. And we got ourselves Frozen... we got Frozen Heart mainly because Twitch is starting to get shutdowns. Jesus Christ, my bad. Hold up. Okay, so I see them doing Baron, but I wanted to get this wave real quick. And I was like, okay, now I'm coming down. And I'm like, oh shit, wait, I think they're coming to fight. So I use my R. I saw Twitch, I'm like, bro, what's this guy doing, bro? Okay. Really nice. My teammates kind of troll here, like really hard. Like I don't even know why. Like they troll here really hard. Like they started doing this. I don't know why they do this. Like a really bad play. I'm like, oh shit, god damn it. And then I come back. I'll clean it up a little bit. We can't. I don't think we. Do we kill the Fizz? No, I think we do. Yeah, we do kill him. So I mean, they trolled there. Obviously, that was a Baron call, right? Yeah. I think it's also important to know that when you're strong like this, bro, you're a threat. Like you're a big threat for the, you know, to the enemy. Like look at me, just like doing all this. I'm a monster, bro. I think I gotta get better at my cues, like understanding like the range, so that when they fly back, I see him. I saw him just pop in front of me, like, bro, what are you doing? So then he ends up dying. And I'm fighting the Darius, and I help to kill the Kane. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna beat your ass now. So, I mean, as you can see, we make Darius absolutely useless, right? Okay. Wait. I think I TP'd for this. Oh yeah, I did a TP here because I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna try to help her, but then she just popped. So now I'm fighting. He changes back to Maokai. And I'm trying to protect this dude. Because like they're all trying to go for him. I'm like, get off him! But then the Twitch kills him, and I'm like, shit, bro, this Twitch is too fast. I didn't know he had Ghost. But you kind of see how much of a monster I am. Like, yeah, I'm fed, but it's like I'm farm fed, and I have kills, right? So yeah, I mean that basically concludes the game. Um, I would just say this matchup is actually pretty easy. I don't think it's actually that hard at all. Darius is a very simple champion when it comes down to how his kit works. He just has stupid amounts of damage. Um, but yeah, just play it slow. Play around your a little bit of the bushes so that your minions can kind of help you fight him. Um, always go phase rush when you're against a Darius. I think if I went anything else, it would have been bad, right? Because he would just stick on you, especially with his ghost. Whereas because we have phase rush, right, we have leeway to you know what I mean, to run away and get away from something like a Darius. So yeah, anyways, that concludes the match. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this I guess guide helps you guys with the Maokai versus Darius matchup. Anyways, peace out, guys.